Alright everybody, welcome back to Barbells and Burnouts. I'm here with CJ for the second review that we're doing, and this is his fun car, guys. He brought out his fun car. You want to tell everybody what it is?
It's a 2003 Mercedes E55 AMG.
Okay. So you told me this is your fast car. So what do you have done to it?
It has the throttle body done. It has the injectors done, bigger injectors. Has dual intake. Has full exhaust. Has upgraded bag suspension.
Okay.
It has a meth kit that I'm not running right now.
Okay.
It has a front mount heat exchanger. One-step colder spark plugs. That's all that comes to mind right now. I know I'm missing something. Oh, supercharger pulley.
Okay.
And that's all I remember right now.
Okay. So how much is the car making right now?
On pump gas, I would say around 575,
575, okay.
Somewhere around there.
And how much torque would you say?
I'll say around 650, 675.
Okay. So you guys, you see, those are some serious numbers. If you're gonna drive around on the street, you might want to play with those numbers too. So that bears to mind the question, what is this car for? What do you use this car for?
This is probably my full build. Roll race.
Okay.
Basically is the motive behind the build. So it's built for roll racing.
Okay. So fun. So you wouldn't dig this car at all?
It can get up off the line, but that's not my motive.
Okay.
More so, it was created for the Autobahn in Germany. So it's made to stretch its legs post 100 miles an hour.
Okay, so. Sounds good. You don't really want to play with that rear end at all.
No. It does have limited slip.
Okay.
So it does pretty good. The tires are pretty wide. Suspension is pretty heavy, so there's a lot of weight on the back tires. But it does pretty good off the line, but you will spin, and it's not easy to control with your foot fully in the throttle.
I understand. All right, so what would you say is your favorite part of the build? You know, because obviously it looks great on the outside. I see you have all the GoPros for the roll racing as well. But what would you say is your favorite part of the build?
I would definitely say the exhaust. The exhaust, because it creates a lot of attention. A lot of people never heard a Mercedes that sounds like that, so I get a lot of questions like, oh, what do you have in this? What kind of motor do you have in this? Nobody knows an AMG motor or a Mercedes motor to sound like that. I would definitely say exhaust because it grabs attention.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go for a little ride and check it out and see what it sounds like.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, doing the ride along portion, and the car is pretty nice. Not gonna lie, the car is pretty nice. I can hear the exhaust. You're saying that all the exhaust work.
Yeah.
But it's not like
pretty loud.
It's not like droney loud. It's nice to where, like, I don't know if you guys can hear right now. It's just like I could cruise around in this. I could do a daily exhaust note watch for this. Yeah.
It's not bad until you start getting into the RPMs. Then it'll start to scream a little bit, but it's I mean, nothing like you would hear from a Corvette or anything like that at all.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard the clips, but it's pretty loud filming outside, but we're kind of behind it most of the time, so. But we did hear you could hear the supercharger just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
A little bit outside.
Yeah. The exhaust is pretty loud and a lot of times overpowering. So yeah, on the GoPro you can hear it if it's sitting on the hood, but the exhaust is pretty overpowering.
So which exhaust system is that? Which setup is it?
It actually has long tube headers, and then it's straight piped all the way back. So it's basically straight pipe, which I'm pretty glad it's not droney.
Yeah.
Based on the setup, it's very easy for that to become a droney setup.
Yeah. I saw a lot of heads turning and everything. They're like, oh, what's that? You know? So,
you usually don't hear Mercedes and noise in the same sentence.
Yeah. Mercedes known for their quiet. They're fast but luxurious. You know?
Exactly.
Like you could hit 120 but have a wine glass in your hand kind of thing. You know?
Basically.
Yeah. So, tell me about the platform. What do you think about the E55 platform? Because I know a lot of people up north, they run the C63S the C63S and E63 as well. Yeah, so tell me about this one. Like, you're pushing 500, 600, you know what I'm saying? This is a great platform, so.
Yeah, a lot of people actually do not know about this platform. This platform actually basically came out of a rivalry between Mercedes and BMW.
Okay.
So for a while, starting basically in the late 90s, Mercedes came out with the E55 AMG, the body style before mine, naturally aspirated.
This is the 211, right?
Yeah, this is the 211.
Okay, so the 210 you're talking about.
Correct, yeah. So BMW also had their M5 that they put out, 400 horsepower, and Mercedes put out their E55, which was high threes.
Okay.
So Mercedes and BMW have been going back and forth. Then they came out with the V10 M5.
Okay.
And then Mercedes brought out this E55 supercharged 5.4 liter V8.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know about it, but it started out from the factory in 2003 with 500 horsepower from the factory.
Okay.
And I mean, you go on a lot of forums from back then. A lot of people were like, "Holy crap!" Like I raced a Mercedes E55 AMG, and I got walked. Like, how did this happen? Is he modded or does he have something different? But basically, the E55 was basically just pushed out from a rivalry between them and BMW into the sports car scene. So it was a battle of the luxury sedan sports car, essentially. But it was able to compete with, back then, the C5 Z06. And you had to be modded in a C5 Z06 to walk off on one of these back then in the day. So
yeah, man, this thing, it pushes. I can only imagine like somebody goes like crazy into it. I feel like, do you know what the block can hold up to, per se?
A lot of people have mixed reviews on that. The bottom end of what I'm hearing is right around 650, 700 to the rear tires.
Okay.
Top end, what I'm hearing is 800, 900.
Really?
It really just depends on tuning and setup.
Okay.
And of course, like tuning makes the difference between blowing your motor and not blowing your motor. But,
you want to shout out your tuner right now, real quick?
Tuner is Eurocharged in Houston.
Okay. So you send the car out. You play with the big boys out in Houston, man.
I usually tow my car out there to get any work done. Them and Frankie out there. He owns another E55. Shout out to Black Widow AMG.
Okay.
He has one of the fastest in the country. He did a lot of work on my car as well. So.
Okay. Yeah, man, this platform, I don't think I've run into anybody else running one, but
there's maybe one other in the city.
Really?
And it's owned by a doctor. I actually stopped to talk to him because you rarely see him, but it was owned by a doctor out on off 53. So you rarely see these at all, especially in the south.
Yeah, but seeing it and getting chopped by it, that's an experience.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. So we're about to do a legal pull just to see what it feels like. Few people in this thing, because it's like you see yourself going, but it's not a pin you in your seat going, but it's you're getting up there and going.
Yeah,
that's nice.
See, with the weight and the feel, it still has a Mercedes feel when you're going though. So it's not gonna have you feeling like that jerky feeling you would get from a stick shift or anything like that. So it's an automatic and it's a Mercedes, so you will get a Mercedes feel from it still.
And that was wide open throttle?
About 80, 90.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say
I switched too early, so I mean it was over. I was in fourth doing probably about 80, 90. So.
Okay, I was saying I didn't really hear the exhaust at all.
No, and it's pretty sound resistant on the interior, so it's not too bad.
All right, so tell me about the suspension.
It has different modes. You don't have to ride with the same, I guess. I don't want to say objective, but it basically has different gears for whatever you're trying to do at the moment.
Okay.
So it doesn't have a one-size-fit-all kind of thing. If you're trying to go to work, just casually drive. There's comfort mode. You won't feel really any bumps in the road. Then you have sport mode, just spirited driving, still having fun, but there is still that Mercedes comfort that most people are used to. But then race mode is when it no longer feels like a Mercedes at all. So you feel every little thing in the road. The car's extra tight, and it's basically full-on race mode at that point.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier that you had Brembo brakes on there. So tell me about the braking system you have, because I mean the car is fast, so you know it's gonna need a good brake set to slow it down.
Yeah, it has basically 8 piston brakes. They're big, basically equivalent to the size you would see in any, you know, C7 Z06 or anything like that. So they're huge brakes. They will stop you in a hurry.
Yeah.
Could be a little uncomfortable at times almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has racing high performance brakes, and we also went with the performance brake pads as well.
Okay. But we've been trying to do this review for a while now, so it feels great. This is my first Mercedes. I will say that I enjoy the car. I gotta cut my little light off, right? So we have some light. But I really enjoyed it, bro. This is great.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, this baby, we're gonna have to get into the other videos that I do. The other videos outside the country in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Get a little action on there for you guys. But yeah, man, love the car.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Dope review.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So if you enjoyed the review, remember to like, subscribe, share. You have Instagram and everything?
Yes. My personal Instagram is bearded.gatsby.
Okay. I'll plug it in right there.
Yeah, and then I just made an Instagram for this car.
Okay.
I'm gonna start taping a lot more footage.
Okay.
And it's called Grocery Getter AMG.
Okay. And were you still trying to do the channel for it?
Yeah, starting a channel. At this point, just accumulating footage.
Okay.
But yeah, starting out with the Instagram page first.
All right, you guys make sure to be on the lookout for that. Let's get this video to, let's say, 150 likes and over 1,000 views. Let's try to do that, guys. I know that's a lot, but we're gonna try to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, remember to like, share, subscribe, follow all his social medias. They're right here for you guys, and we'll catch you guys later.